A spot in the district championship is on the line from Galion High School tonight when the Plymouth Big Red and the Tiffin Calvert Senecas go to battle. One team moves on, one team's season comes to an end. You'll be able to find out who that is right here live and free on the OH Report. All the action coming your way next.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. We handle your website, your Google business profile, listings, and online reputation, so customers can find you and trust you. That means less time chasing screens and more time focusing on what really matters: your family, your customers, you business. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials today and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. Consultation and design included. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Josh Banks welcomes you guys inside the Central Star Home Health pregame show, joined alongside Mark Bollinger for this D7 district semifinal between the 15-8 Plymouth Big Red and the 15-7 Calvert Senecas.
Yeah, both these teams coming in here looking to try to get a win and advance to the district finals. This should be a good one in what we think should be a very evenly matched ball game.
Yeah, I think when you look at the numbers for both these teams, Mark, it's about as evenly matched as you could ask for in a district semi. One game difference, points per game wise, they're pretty similar. You know, they're star players. They both got 2 or 3 guys that can really score the basketball. You couldn't ask for a much more even contest in a game of this magnitude.
And, you know, and so many games around the state at this level, at the district semifinal level, have been blowouts. We've seen it, you know, in the Northwest District. We've seen the Central District, just all over, just games that have not been competitive. I think this one's going to be very different. I think these two teams are really going to get at it, compete tonight, and I think we're going to be in for a great one.
Let's go ahead and jump right into the spotlight for Tim Bradford and those Plymouth Big Red Coach Bradford, his third team in 3 years, coming over from Clear Fork at Loudonville last year, has done a great job with the Plymouth team that was really kind of down last year. They're 15-8. They started off the season, Mark, as one of the hottest teams in North Central Ohio.
They did. They started off really hot, but they've struggled of late. They've lost 6 of their last 9 games. So they've been on a little bit of a slide here as you come down the home stretch. Not the way you want to be playing going into tournament, but they have the talent to right the ship tonight. And as you said, this is a team that was explosive early. So if they play at that level, they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, 62.2 points per game, and they only allow 53, so they're outscoring their opponents by right around 10 points per contest. And that's a big number in a game like this. But, and we'll talk about it in our keys to victory as we bring up Jarrett Burr, I think this one, Plymouth wins if they can keep Calvert under 50. But Jarrett Burr, your player spotlight for Plymouth, recently joined the 1,000-point club. How about the D7 District 6 Player of the Year? First team all Firelands, 19.7 points a game, 10.3 boards, and 4 assists. This young man can do it all.
Well, when you look at the accolades that he has earned so far this season, you understand why he is the leader of this squad. And at tournament time, he's going to have to put up those numbers to keep this Big Red team moving on. You look at that, about almost 20 points per game. Can he get a double-double tonight? If so, his team's got a great chance to advance.
Let's flip the script and talk about the home team on the scoreboard. They're the 1 seed in this district, the Tiffin Calvert Senecas, led by head coach John Otterbacher. They're 15-7. They finished 10-4 in conference, and they are winners of 5 consecutive games coming into this one. They average 58 a game and give up 47, so really a similar offense-defense. They average less, but they allow about 7 points less as well.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Otterbacher before the game, he was just talking about how through the middle of the season they struggled a little bit, and they had to find their identity, and they started getting it done on the defensive end, and he said that's where they've just been so solid all season long is on the defensive side of things. If they can get some offense to match it tonight and get into the flow, they may end up being victorious.
Our player spotlight for the Senecas, there was a lot of guys we could have went with. You and I were kind of talking about it beforehand. I decided to go with Vicencio Lyons. He's the all-around guy when it comes to this team. He's second on the team in points per game, 7 boards per game. He leads them in rebounds, 2 assists per contest, and he's only a junior.
Yeah, he's a good one. As you said, he put up some good numbers. But around him is what is going to be so critical.
Yep.
Can he get the points tonight, get into double figures, and he's got to do work on the glass tonight. That is going to be so critical. But then, of course, can Ritzler score and can Otterbacher distribute the basketball? It's going to be a team effort needed here for the Senecas.
All right, we got 45 seconds to opening tip, folks. Mark and I are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have keys to victory and the opening tip from Galion High School. Stay tuned.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Josh Banks, Mark Bollinger back inside our Central Star Home Health pregame show as we get ready for opening tip. Mark, let's go ahead and take a look at some keys to victory for both teams. First, for the Plymouth Big Red, and really, this Calvert team wants to slow the pace. Plymouth wants to get up and down the floor. Plymouth is going to have to control the tempo in this one if they're going to win. And first to 60, I looked at their schedule earlier. They have lost 2 games all year when they've scored 60 or more.
Well, and I'm going to go along with that on your first to 60, and it's going to be how efficient can this Big Red offense be? They like to go 5 out, spread the ball, try to drive it, see what they can get. Can they get to the basket off the dribble drive against this Calvert ball team? That's going to be critical in getting to 60.
And on the flip side of things, Coach Otterbacher's Calvert Senecas, you have to contain Jarrett Burr. He is the engine that makes the Big Red go. And they have yet to lose a game this year when they have held their opponent under 50 points. They've got to contain Burr, and they have to keep the Big Red under 50.
Well, they're going to hang their hat on the defensive end of things. As you said, it's all about the defense tonight for the Senecas. If they can play one of their best defensive games of the year and get stops, they've got a chance to move on and make a run in this Division 7 tournament.
As we stay inside our pregame show, Mark, while they get ready to announce starters, what are you really looking for tonight in this contest? First from Coach Bradford in the Big Red.
Well, as I said, I think the most important part is I'm really curious to see how they come out tonight and attack offensively. As we said, they like to spread the floor. Can they create gaps in this good Calvert defense? In other words, can they move the basketball enough to shift those help side defenders to create the driving gap so they can get to the paint? And then do they offensive rebound, or can Calvert secure the defensive rebound and go one and done? And then on the Seneca side of things, I'm really curious to watch the bench play. You've got a couple young players that have put in some good minutes as the season has went on. Let's see if they can come in and provide a spark and maybe be that little edge that Calvert's going to need tonight.
For me, this is my second time seeing the Big Red. I got to see them knock off the Bulldogs at home just a few weeks ago, where they dominated in the third quarter. I had Crestline for double-digit turnovers in the third quarter from this Plymouth Big Red defense. Isaiah Reynolds had a big night. They're going to have somebody else other than number 1 step up if they're going to pull off what would be considered an upset, as they are the 2 seed. And for Calvert, consistency. You said it best. They've hung their hat on defense all year long. They're going to have to do the same here tonight. But Plymouth likes to score the ball in bunches. Calvert's going to have to, at least in some way, be able to keep up.
Well, I've known Coach Otterbacher a long time, and I can tell you coming in here that Burr's going to have his hands full tonight. The defensive focus is going to be on him, and they're going to see what they can do as far as trying to limit him. You know, when you have a guy that scores as much as he does, almost 20 points a game, you're not going to completely shut him down. But if you can hold him to 8 to 14 points, that's going to be a good thing for Calvert as this game progresses.
And we'll go ahead and introduce you guys to the starters for the Plymouth Big Red. A 5'10 junior, he wears number 0, Keegan Beverly. The 6'4 senior, our player spotlight, he wears number 1, it's Jarrett Burr. A 5'10 senior, he wears number 3, sophomore, 6'5, Isaiah Reynolds. And a 5'9 sophomore, number 4, Deshaun Winfield. And number 23, a 6-foot junior, Kanan Kilgore. And for the Calvert Senecas, it's going to be a 6-foot senior, number 3, Max Herbert. It's going to be a 6'4 junior, number 0, Grady Otterbacher. A 5'11 senior, number 1, Logan Ritzler. A 6'1 senior, number 10, Logan DeMoss. And your player spotlight, junior, Vincencio Lyons. Tip is up and away. It is won by the Plymouth Big Red, and we are underway here from Galion High School.
And right away, you see Plymouth go to the 5 out, try to get something off the curl early in the game for Kilgore. Nothing there. He pulls the quick 3.
Offensive rebound for Reynolds. Into the hands of Burr. Kilgore catches in the corner, almost has it poked away. It'll go off of Lyons. It will be Plymouth basketball.
But good hands there by Lions, really active on the basketball, able to get the deflection, knock it out of play.
Burr has it, step through, kick to the corner, Kilgore wide open, tray ball, no good. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Big Red. This one will come down. It'll be Calvert basketball, and really got to get some rebounds going if you're Calvert.
But you could see early, Calvert just throwing bodies towards the basketball, doing a great job getting the help side. As soon as Burr had the basketball, even if he gets by the first guy, there's 2 more defenders waiting on him.
Otterbacher gets it to Herbert in the corner. A tray ball, no good. An offensive rebound for DeMoss. DeMoss kicks it out to Otterbacher in the corner. He'll hoist one, no good. Lions almost came away with the offensive board. It ends up in the hands of Plymouth and Winfield. Winfield gets it to Burr. Jarrett Burr. Back to Deshaun Winfield in the corner. Winfield will get inside, and he's going to get fouled.
Yeah, he's able to get Max just to leave his feet on the ball fake. Anytime you leave your feet on that first fake, it's easy to get into the body and create the contact. That's exactly what happened here. Winfield steps to the line to try to get the first points of the night.
Deshaun Winfield knocks down the first of 2. Winfield's second opportunity. Back iron, no good. Burr comes away with the offensive rebound.
3 offensive rebounds early here.
Kilgore unable to convert on the opportunity. They'll run the floor. Kick it out. 3-ball thought about by Herbert, not taken. They'll get it down low to Lions. He'll reverse, can't finish. Another offensive rebound, though, and we'll have a foul called down low. And neither one of these teams want to grab a defensive rebound right now, Mr. Bollinger.
Yeah, I say both teams are going to be concerned early with just the lack of defensive rebounding. Both teams crashing the offensive glass and getting what they want.
Ritzler has it, the leading scorer for this squad, kicks it to Lions. Lions had somebody backdoor, found him a little bit too late. Winfield's going to run the floor. Winfield kicks it to Reynolds. Isaiah in the corner, that's Winfield.
Now you see they
almost want to isolate Burr on the post.
That's what I say. I thought they were going to try to get him on a post ISO. But again, just throwing bodies at him forces the turnover. Transition game.
Lions comes away with it. Handoff, no good. Winfield will come away with the rebound, and we'll have a timeout. They're going to give Plymouth the timeout. 30-second timeout by Coach Bradford in the Big Red, and a 1-0 contest.
Both teams struggling from the floor early.
0 for 3 for Calvert?
I have 0 for 4 on both sides.
Maybe a little bit of nerves going on here. Big game district semifinal. The winner will be right back here to play the winner of Old Fort and Sandusky St. Mary's on Saturday.
Yeah, a chance to advance tonight and go for a district title on Saturday. But in looking at this, it's really interesting just to watch. Calvert is doing such a good job defensively of taking away gaps. It's almost like they're in shell drill from the very onset of the possession.
Burr kicks it to the corner. That's Winfield. Winfield gets inside, uses his strength, no good. But Jarrett Burr comes away with another offensive rebound. This time gets the finish.
Well, Burr's saying if I can't create driving lanes off the bounce from the perimeter, I'll just go get it on the glass.
Well, and again, Burr listed at 6'5" as Otterbacher finishes. Great backdoor cut and great find for Calvert to get on the board.
Yeah, good set coming out of that timeout. Able to get their first basket of the night.
Burr running the one duty, steps through, has it ripped, ends up in the hands of Reynolds.
And again, you see Otterbacher as the helper just stepping over and going for a rip there. Just no driving lanes available so far.
Reynolds can't knock down the three. Herbert comes away with the rebound. He'll get it to Otterbacher down low, and that foul will go on Jarrett Burr. That'll be his first, team first. As Eamon Moreno and Tucker Coleman come into the game for Calvert.
Well, these are the two sophomores that have provided a lift for Calvert as the seasons went on.
Down low, fouled. Tucker Coleman will now go to the line. And how about the find from Otterbacher? Grady does a great job seeing the floor, finding the open guy. Now you got to knock him down.
Well, Grady comes in averaging nearly 6 assists per game. Great find, able to give the Senecas a chance here to take the lead as Coleman knocks down the first free throw. So Coleman comes in, instantly pays off, able to tie it, misses the second.
Splits the pair. Calvert going to go into zone with some of the subs they just had. No, they will stay in man.
Yeah, they're going to stay in that man.
Winfield in the corner, picked up by Moreno. Up top, that's Reynolds. Reynolds got Grady to jump. Got inside, Isaiah Reynolds. Hoop it home.
Good take there. I think the foul's going to go on Ritzler.
Lex Gross will come into the contest for Plymouth. Big body guy who does the dirty work for the Big Red is Gross.
Calvert struggled to defensive rebound. They do a nice job there with the box out. Moreno clears it, and they push in transition.
Otterbacher gets to the left. Kicks. Thought he had somebody in the corner. There was nobody even close to the vicinity. Turnover, Calvert, Big Red basketball. Jarrett Burr has it for Plymouth. 5-3 your score, 3:50 left in the quarter.
Well, and here's an interesting matchup. Burr with Ritzler guarding him. Ritzler already has one foul.
Reynolds can't knock it down. Rebound goes to Ritzler. He's got Otterbacher running. Finds Coleman. Coleman with the ball fake up. Can't finish. Rebound goes to Plymouth, and Reynolds has it for the Big Red.
Calvert's had some great looks at the basket. Just can't get the ball to go down early.
Burr has it in the corner. Crossover, step back jumper. Jarrett Burr. No good. Lyons will push the pace. Vincencio Lyons gets the finish with the left, and that's a big bucket as we got 3:16 left, and it's a slow-paced game, but I think it's exactly what you and I kind of expected.
Well, it's slow in regards to the scoring, but you really see Calvert trying to get out and get something early in transition. As I said, they missed a couple of layups, but they've had opportunities in transition to get easy baskets. On the other end, you see where Plymouth is more of walking the ball up, taking their time, trying to break down this Calvert defense. And so far, it's just been a slugfest here. 5-5 early in this first quarter.
And it's been plenty of opportunities for both teams. Burr misses a step back. Isaiah Reynolds missed a couple. You know, you've had plenty of guys that have had opportunities, kind of similar to what we seen the other night when we were at River Valley. A slow start. The lid finally came off, and both teams really started getting their rhythm going. I think we're going to see something similar here tonight.
Yeah, struggling a little bit here early to shoot the basketball. Plymouth just 2 of 8 from the field, including 0 of 6 from the three-point line. On the other side of things, Calvert 2 of 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from the three-point line. So combined, these two teams 0 for 8 from deep.
Winfield will get it back to Burr. Burr will run the point guard duties for Bradford's Big Red. Burr gets it to Winfield. Reynolds wants it. Reynolds gets a screen. Crossover. Burr kicks it to the corner. Winfield will hoist one. Winfield can't knock it down. But there's Lex Gross. And there's another offensive rebound for the Big Red.
And that's where Plymouth has found their offense. They have 7 points tonight. 4 of them are on offensive rebounds.
Otterbacher has it for Calvert. Grady gets to the right. Crossover back to left. Spin move. Looks to get all the way inside, kicks it out. Moreno, great move by the sophomore. Offensive rebound, but he gets ripped away by Winfield. Winfield will look to run. Winfield has it for the Big Red, looking to extend it to 4, maybe 5. They want to get it to Burr. I tell you what, Mark, when Burr's got that position on the block, you got to give him the basketball.
Right, but if you're Calvert, you're fine with fronting as long as you have help behind. You know, that time it was Reynolds they put on the block. Moreno was stuck at, probably about 5'8", trying to front him. That's okay if you front with a smaller player, if you can bring that helper over to take away the lob. Just a little late getting there. Now Reynolds going to step to the line.
Mason Stein will come into the game. The Lions set to check back in along with Herbert. Eight-5 your score. Reynolds' second is good.
So made free throws and second chance points, the difference here as Plymouth has jumped out to a 9-5 lead.
And I tell you what, Isaiah Reynolds, not our player spotlight, but he is a special basketball player for this Big Red squad. A big guy that can do a lot of things right. Pull-up jumper, gets the friendly roll, as that was Ritzler finding some range.
Yeah, tough shot contested there. Logan Still was able to get that one to drop, get his team back to within 2.
That 3-ball contested, no good. It'll be an air ball, and it'll be Calvert basketball with a chance to tie it.
We knew Calvert's defense was going to be critical. They've done such a good job of being in the gaps and then recovering to contest shots. That's what's allowed them to stay in this game. And on the other end, Plymouth, same thing, done a really good job, especially with these ball screens.
And how about Ritzler from downtown, hooping hard? He's got a 4-point play opportunity.
Big shot there by Ritzler. Had the screen action waiting on him. He's able to step behind it, bury it as they went below the screen. He made them pay for it. Gives them a 1-point lead and a chance to extend it.
Well, and Mark, he almost had an elevator there waiting for him as he had 2 guys pinching for the screen. Ritzler will knock down the freebie. Ritzler quickly up to 6 points. Jackson Bays into the game. Gross.
Calvert on a 6-0 run here late in the first quarter.
Jarrett Burr says no more 6-0 run. It's a tie ball game.
That's a great move by Burr, and Calvert just too late and rotating to the ball. As soon as he caught it, you've got to show to the basketball much quicker. Quick spin move there. Burr, impressive finish.
Lions. Moreno. Ritzler. Ritzler, the hot hand right now, has it poked away. Reynolds comes away with it, gets knocked away again. Ritzler somehow ends up with it, and we'll have a jump ball. It'll be Plymouth basketball. No, Calvert basketball, my mistake. Otterbacher comes into the game. Replacing Logan DeMoss. Moreno has it for the Senecas. 35 seconds left in the quarter.
Look for Calvert to run offense, get the last shot here. Instead, they get the
Ritzler's gonna
layup.
get the blow by.
No need to wait if you get the easy 2.
Inside of 20, and it's 13-11. The scoring's picked up over the last couple minutes. Ritzler up to 8.
You better show to Burr. You know he's going to use the ball screen and try to get downhill.
Burr ends up with it in the corner. No shot off. And after 1, the Senecas 13, the Big Red 11. We got a tight one, folks. We'll have the second quarter after this timeout.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Josh Banks and Mark Bollinger back inside Galion High School, the jungle as they call it here in Galion, for what's been a very exciting contest so far. The Senecas of Calvert with a 2-point advantage after one.
Well, Logan Ritzler of Tiffin Calvert came in averaging almost 19 a game, a quiet 8 points in that first quarter. He didn't even realize it. I know he had that 4-point play, but for him to get 8 1/4 helped bring this team back. And the possession's going to stay here with the Big Red.
We'll take a look at that one again on our JMK Construction Services replay. It does look like it might have been poked out of bounds by Herbert. Burr will inbound all the way into the backcourt to Winfield, a long pass.
Yeah, and Ritzler continues to guard Burr even with one foul.
Reynolds hoists one from 3, no good. Lions will come away with the board. Get it to Otterbacher. He'll look to run the show. Otterbacher gets to the left. Great find. Lions almost comes away with it. It's saved. Winfield's got it for the Big Red. He gets it to Beverly. Beverly back to Winfield. In the corner, that's Kilgore. Kilgore will hoist and drain it. Kanan Kilgore.
And it finally goes in from deep for Plymouth. 1 of 10 from three-point land on the night. But all that matters is you made the last one.
Kilgore, our MVP from the Crestline game, finally sees one in. Lions in the corner, great catch. Up top, Ritzler, one more. No good on that 3-ball from Herbert, and now Plymouth going to look to extend their lead a little bit more. 14-13 Big Red, 6:45 left here in the half.
And again, you don't know if it's nerves, but both teams just a little shaky handling the basketball, shooting it from deep. See if they settle in.
Burr, great spin move. We're going to take a look at that one again, folks, because that's going to be the second on Ritzler. But I think that was a clean rip. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was on the hand into the back.
I think if anything, the action on the ball was fine. I think it was the hand in the back that they called on that. But a big foul call there.
Burr knocks down the first.
He said Ritzler goes to the bench with 6:34.
Ritzler stays on the floor.
My fault. They had a substitute here. I presume they were subbing for him.
I thought the same as well.
Well, then you would think they're definitely going to switch up the defensive responsibilities and take him off of Burr.
Burr splits the pair, 15-13 Big Red. Otterbacher. That's Herbert. Gets all the way inside, can't finish. Logan DeMoss, offensive rebound, no good. Lions comes out of it. Winfield unable to finish. Ritzler has it for Calvert. Ritzler going to look to run the show. Ritzler blocked by Reynolds. Saved, and Plymouth's got a run out. Beverly gets to the right, and that one's blocked, but we'll get a foul.
Tempo picking up a little bit here in Galion.
And
looked
again,
like Otterbacher got it clean on the top.
I was going to say, that looks clean from our vantage point. Maybe, again, it was that off arm into the hip.
Yeah, I had to call the body there because it was clean on the top.
Around the rim, it won't go in. As Coleman will come in, he'll replace Herbert.
Plymouth leaving some points at the charity stripe, just 4 of 7 so far.
Yeah. Beverly with another one. That one's going to be back iron, no good. Lions comes away with the board.
And it is just an all-out war to rebound tonight.
And it's going to be a turnover. Lions, but I tell you this, Mark, Lions one of the smallest guys on the floor, and he plays a lot bigger than his size.
He battles inside. Yeah, he's giving up probably 4 or 5 inches here a lot of times in the paint, but he battles in there.
It'll be DeMoss It'll be Logan DeMoss now guarding Burr. Gets a screen. He'll kick it. That's Reynolds. Reynolds spin move. Ritzler got a hand on it. Now DeMoss has a run out. And DeMoss will get fouled.
Well, I don't know if that's a scouting report that Tiffin Calvert saw this on film coming in, but when Plymouth drives to the basket, as soon as they change direction, it's always a spin. It's not a crossover, not between the legs. And every time they start to spin, that helper's rotating over. That's about the second or third turnover tonight. I think it's the third turnover tonight, and they've all been off of that spin move, it seems like.
And it's active hands, right? You've got Calvert with active hands. That spin comes, somebody's swiping down at that basketball every single time. As Bays comes back into the game. DeMoss goes 2 for 2. 1 for 2, sorry, 15-14. Bays has it for Plymouth.
Pin down action on both sides of the floor, trying to get that away screen.
And again, you had Kilgore. Kilgore cuts. Cannon Kilgore can't finish. Burr, offensive board and put back. No good. But again, physicality has been the name of the game so far. Marcus Burr just ripped that away from Coleman.
Yeah, and I thought Burr was very fortunate there. I thought they were going to call him for the push in the back on the first one. Instead, they didn't call it. He physically went and got that and then got himself to the free throw line. But again, another free throw miss. 4 of 9 now for the Big Red.
Burr, second one. That one will be good. Jarrett Burr splits the pair. 16-14 Big Red. We got 5 minutes left in the quarter. This is Ritzler. He'll hoist one again. Ritzler can't knock that one down. Too strong. Reynolds ends up on the floor, but Beverly has it for the Big Red. Beverly gets it to Burr. Burr gets through, kicks to the corner. One thing I love about Jarrett Burr is Kilgore will hoist another one, can't knock that one down. Rebound goes to Coleman. One thing I love about Burr, Mark, is his goal is he wants to get to that high elbow, and he wants to find his guy in the corner. He's not worried about scoring the ball right now.
He does a good job of understanding where the help is coming from and trying to find that open shooter.
DeMoss gets it to Otterbacher. Otterbacher hoists one from deep, no good. Jarrett Burr comes away with it. 2-point lead for the Big Red, 4:15 left in the quarter. Bays has it for Plymouth. He'll get inside, kick it out to Reynolds. One more to Kilgore. Kilgore, a great move. Kane and Kilgore can't finish. It will be Calvert basketball.
Well, and Calvert was in a bit of a scramble there. Miscommunication on that wing ball screen led to a backside scramble. Fortunate enough, he got the miss, and the officials made the call, give Calvert the basketball.
Scoreboard goes out here on our side. And we're back. 3:59 left, 16-14 your score. As Moreno and Herbert both come back into the game. Eamon, a 5'8" sophomore. Ritzler going to run corner to corner.
Plymouth staying in that zone. That high post has been open.
Ritzler left open, though. Misses short. DeMoss comes away with the rebound, and DeMoss will get the foul called. How about, and again, offensive rebounds have been the name of the game. Defensive rebounds have been at a premium.
Absolutely. You look at the numbers so far. 18 rebounds for Calvert, 15 for Plymouth. A lot of misses out there, but there's also been a lot of offensive rebound opportunities. These teams are taking advantage of it.
They'll get it into DeMoss, Logan DeMoss.
Well, they got the
Moreno in
slip.
the corner.
See if Calvert comes back to that baseline slip wide open when you come off of that baseline runner. If the screener.
Otterbacher. Ritzler up and under. How about that fancy finish from Logan Ritzler?
Great spin on the basketball. Able to get the ball in the glass, use the spin to get it to drop. Ritzler had the 4-point play earlier. Now he's going for a 3-point play.
That'll be the second on Gross. 16-16, Ritzler knocks down the free throw. Calvert now with a 1-point advantage. Ritzler up to 11 now, Mark.
Yep, back and forth we go.
Reynolds to check back in for Plymouth.
I think they're looking to bring Reynolds in just to give him another scoring option. Good look off the roll.
Good block by DeMoss.
And good job there by DeMoss with the rule of verticality and nice officiating in there too.
Ritzler comes away with the rebound for the Senecas. Looks like a 3-2 zone here.
It's been a 3-2 high post. There it is. Missed
Can't
it.
finish DeMoss. But that's exactly what you were talking about earlier. They're moving around, get it to that wing. That slip guy is wide open
Slip
every
guy,
time.
or high post flash.
Burr loses it. Gross left open. Lex Gross misses long. Rebound will be out of bounds, so they'll go off for the Big Red. It'll be Calvert basketball as Reynolds will come back in replacing Beverly, and Lyons will come back in for the Senecas. I'll tell you what, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy, and I know Plymouth didn't come down with the offensive rebound there. They were unable to handle it. It bounced out of bounds. But once again, they put themselves in position to offensive rebound because rebounding is about want.
Yep.
It's about desire. And Plymouth, especially has just crashed the offensive glass all night, continuing to give themselves a chance. Oh, great high.
Fine. How about the look from Herbert to Lyons?
Yeah, beautiful high-low look. Ball gets that high post as soon as the guy steps. Nice little bounce pass, split them, and finish.
Vincenzo Lyons up to 4 to match Ritzler's 11. But again, we talk about it, first to 60, keep them below 50. I think at this rate it's going to be who wants to rebound more on the defensive side of things, because you can't continue to allow either team 3, even 4 possessions per shot.
Yeah, and offensively so far, it's been a little bit more difficult for Plymouth. They've been struggling, as far as getting good looks early in possession, so they've had to do a real good job of getting on the offensive glass, which they have done. On the other end of things, Calvert's been able to get themselves some easier looks. They've got more open looks tonight so far than Plymouth. We'll see if Plymouth comes out of the timeout, runs a set here on the same side with Burr and Reynolds.
Reynolds will catch it in the corner. He's got Burr right wing. Burr is going to get called for the offensive foul. That'll be Burr's second, and we'll take a look at that one again on our JMK Construction Services replay. 1,000% the correct call. Ritzler got to the spot.
And here's the other crucial thing about that call. If that goes the other way, that's Ritzler's third.
Yep.
Big call there. Big play by Ritzler.
Ritzler, so on the scoreboard it says Ritzler has 3. He does not. Ritzler only has 2.
Plymouth goes back to the man-to-man. Flex action with the double down for Ritzler.
They tried to set an elevator for him. He'll catch right wing. He's got Gross on him. Ritzler going to look to go to work against Lex Gross. Kick it to the corner. Great ball fake. Pull up Herbert. No good. Rebound to Winfield.
Ritzler got the switch. Tried to dance a little bit. Able to get in the look. Carry.
Yeah, carry is going to be the call. They could have got the carry mark, and they could have got Winfield on a hook too. As you'll see here on the replay, he completely hooks Moreno. Coach Otterbacher calling a play. The ref on the far side thought he was saying timeout. DeMoss will check back in. So they're saying, the board and the book over here are saying Ritzler does have 3. They'll get it down low. Otterbacher fadeaway jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Logan DeMoss, though. He'll kick it out to Otterbacher. And he says, hey, guys, I missed the fadeaway jumper, but 3's better than 2 anyways.
Big run here for the Senecas to finish the half.
38 seconds left. Gross has it in the quarter for Plymouth. Gross uses that big body, gets it down low. It's knocked away, and Lyons has it. A great feed to Ritzler, and Ritzler finishes. And it's a massive run here to end it as they've stretched it out to 8.
10-0 run. Can Plymouth get a basket here to kind of stop momentum as they go into the half? Big Red could really use a hoop.
Burr guarded by DeMoss. Winfield
Calvert has
it.
fouls to give if they wanted to give one.
Winfield can't finish. Ritzler will hoist it, and it's no good. But Calvert ends the half on a 10-0 run to take an 8-point advantage into the half. 24-16 your score. We'll be back for the halftime show after this commercial break.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. We handle your website, your Google business profile, listings, and online reputation, so customers can find you and trust you. That means less time chasing screens and more time focusing on what really matters: your family, your customers, you business. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials today and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. Consultation and design included. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters, because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Josh Banks, Mark Bollinger back inside the Central Star Home Health halftime show, where the Calvert Senecas going a 10-0 run to end the first half to have an 8-point lead here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, great run at the end of the half for Calvert to kind of take control late in that first half. And really, it's just been the shooting woes that have been the big issue for Plymouth. They are just shooting 22% on the game tonight. And then that's from the field. Where they're really struggling, the three-point line, just 1 of 11 for 9%, and then 5 of 10 from the line. So the shooting woes have to improve for the Plymouth Big Red.
Yeah, shooting woes have been a big problem. But the other big problem for both teams have been defensive rebounds. Whoever decides to rebound the basketball here in half number 2 is going to win this basketball game.
They are. We'll keep an eye on that, as well as the foul trouble. Burr has 3, Richler has 2. So the leading scorers for both these teams has a little bit of foul issues as we start quarter number 3.
Calvert basketball. Richler, great roll by Lyons, unable to control it. Somehow comes away with it.
3 seconds.
What is that? It's either going to be a 3 seconds or a travel. One of the two is going to happen there.
One of the forgotten calls in basketball. You see it once every few weeks.
A few weeks ago. I've seen it 3 or 4 times in the game this year. Beverly has it for the Big Red, gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds to Winfield. Winfield. Deshaun Winfield can't finish, and Richler comes away with the rebound. Richler going to look to run. A great find. How about the feed from Richler to Herbert?
Well, that's just absolute effort there by the Senecas. They sprinted out and basically had a 4-on-1 if they wanted it.
Winfield gets it to Burr. Burr guarded by DeMoss. DeMoss did a really good job in the first half. Reynolds is going to hoist one. Richler has a rebound. He'll look to push again.
Somebody's going to have to step up to help Burr. Somebody's got to get some points to get things going here a little bit and open up some space for Burr. See if they can get something maybe in transition. See if they push the ball, try to get something easy.
Lions tried to find DeMoss cutting. It ended up out in the hands of Plymouth. Burr kicks it to the corner. That's Kilgore. He can't knock it down. Lions will come away with the board. It'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Calvert.
Unfortunately, to start for Plymouth here, just more of the same. Now 1 of 13 from three-point land. Now he's putting the change up a little bit. 2-2-1, three-quarter court press. Try to see if they can get something easy off the pressure. And they do. Third turnover of the half here for the Senecas in the first minute 25.
Coach Otterbacher not happy about that. He was trying to call it out to the guys, and they were not listening at all.
And
leads to that turnover.
And it's also worse when it's Grady who turns it over,
yeah.
And then you got to go home with him too.
Oh, that'll be talked about later, I'm sure. Stolen away, though. DeMoss comes away with the steal. A turnover by Plymouth. DeMoss going to look to push the pace. Got Kilgore behind. It'll stay with Calvert. Neither team really taking care of the basketball here to start the second half, as there's been several turnovers.
Yeah, 4 turnovers here in the first basically minute and a half of the quarter.
While we got a timeout here, I want to give a quick thank you to all of our sponsors: Central Star Home Health, Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, JMK Construction Services, Pioneer Career and Technology Center, Strategic Outdoor Solutions, Sutton Bank, TMS Digital Marketing. I will shout you guys all out again here in 1 second, but thank you for allowing us to bring you this game live and free on the OH Report. We couldn't do it without those sponsors. Pam Gilchrist saying, keep it up, Senecas.
Well, I can't give you the exact time because I'm not sure of it in the second quarter, but it has to be about a 5 or 6 minute stretch here since Plymouth has scored.
Yeah. I want to say they were up 16-15.
It was 16-14. I do know that, but I'm not sure of the time. It had to be about 3 or 4 minutes to go in the half.
Ritzler will hoist one from deep. That's no good.
Oh.
Reynolds comes down with that board. He'll come down hard. That foul will go on DeMoss as we'll take a look at it again. And that's just two guys going for the basketball. Reynolds comes down a little bit hard on the back. He appears to be okay. Plymouth basketball. Bays has it. Bays. I tell you what, it's a good thing that went in, Mark, because Jackson Bays had a wide open layup. Reynolds, though, will come away with the 3, and he'll have a chance for a 4-point play.
Big shot there by Reynolds. As we said, Plymouth was struggling to get any offense. 3-pointer goes down, a chance to get a 4-point play.
And they will.
That's a second one we've seen tonight, one for each team, a play you don't see very often in high school sports.
I was going to say, I think I've seen it once all year at River Valley, and we've seen 2 tonight. DeMoss tried to get it to Ritzler. Ritzler does come away with it, and Ritzler is going to get fouled.
And that may have been a little bit of a bailout there. Ritzler was in trouble, tried to throw it up. Was able to get the foul call.
They'll call it on Kilgore as Moreno and Lyons come back into the game. First one is good for Ritzler. Ritzler makes them both. Back to 8. Kilgore has it for the Big Red, kicks it to Bays. Bays finds Beverly.
Change
it to Reynolds.
Change here offensively. Burr working in the post area now instead of handling the ball at the top.
Reynolds has it. Otterbacher with phenomenal defense. Cut off the baseline and took it away. He'll bring it up the floor, gets it to Ritzler. Coleman has it for the Senecas. 8-point lead, 4:50 left. Otterbacher, they're going to look to get it down low. Otterbacher will hoist a 3 and drill it. Grady Otterbacher.
A great action there, was able to come off the double handoff. Little DHO, dribble handoff, gets the open 3. Biggest lead of the night for the Calvert Senecas.
Kilgore, Bays will keep it on the action. Gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds will hoist one, no good. Great box out from Ritzler, nothing doing. Thrown away, and it'll be Calvert basketball as DeMoss will check back in.
With the location of the inbound, Plymouth, a 2-1 trap.
Good, find middle, get it to Eamon. He'll kick it in the corner. That's Ritzler, no good. DeMoss takes it away from Bays, though, but he'll turn it over. Gross comes back into the game, replacing Kilgore, and it's an 11-point Seneca's lead.
I love the heart of both of these ball clubs.
Yeah.
You can't, they maybe missed some shots and stuff like that, but both teams have played so hard getting
Jackson
to the glass.
Bays, no good. Ritzler comes away with it. And, yeah, you're exactly right. Rebounding has been, that's one thing that people normally take advantage of. There's been zero lack of effort on the rebounding end of things here tonight by both squads.
Right, there have been some good box out. They're just fighting through them. It's just been a war in there.
Otterbacher gets inside, can't finish. Reynolds comes away with the board. Gets it to Burr, and now Burr going to kind of go back to running that point. He'll kick it to Bays. Bays catch and shoot 3. Jackson Bays, a big 3 to make it 8.
Big 3. They needed that. Calvert quickly breaks the pressure, and foul call took away the easy basket. Moreno will step to the line for a pair.
Wendy Daniel, let's go Big Red, and Buck Kelly, nice Mr. Bays.
Moreno steps to the line, misses. So his second attempt here, 3:09 to go, chance to extend the lead to 9. Moreno misses them both, but again, another offensive rebound. Second chance here for the Senecas. Otterbacher drives it, and the help stepped over, but a little too late. They're going to call the block. Foul call goes on Reynolds, his third. And Coach Bradford will call the timeout. So Burr and Reynolds both with 3 fouls for the Big Red as they're facing a 31-23 deficit here in quarter number 3. Shooting has stayed very similar for both these teams, although Plymouth able to knock down a couple threes here. 2 of 4 in the second half from three-point land. Improvement there after 1 of 11 in the first half. Individually right now for Calvert, Ritzler has 14 to lead the Senecas. For the Big Red, it's Burr with 6. And those all came early in the ball game. So out of the Plymouth timeout, Grady Otterbacher, 6'4" junior, steps to the free throw line, chance to extend this lead for his Senecas ball club. First one, no good. Off the back iron, 3 straight free throw misses for the Senecas. Otterbacher bends, sends, nails it. 32-23, Senecas up by 9. Otterbacher now with 9. On the other end, Plymouth, another 3-ball. Kilgore, and the 3 starting to drop for Plymouth. Back to 6. Otterbacher, right wing, loses it, turnover. Burr with the takeaway.
6-point lead for Calvert, a big 3 there a second ago from Kilgore, and he'll try another one. That one will be no good. Otterbacher comes away with it. He had Ritzler running. Gets it to Lyons. Lyons, great ball fake, floats, no good. Rebound comes down to Jackson Bays. Bays has Burr running. Burr up and under, no good.
Great attack in transition there by Burr. Had his shoulder past the defender, and he was just going to get to the basket. That's Grady Otterbacher's 3rd. So fouls are starting to accumulate here. Otterbacher with 3. Burr with 3. Reynolds with 3. Burr splits the pair. 32-27, 5-point game. District berth, championship game berth on the line. Otterbacher from 3, no good.
Gross has it for Plymouth. Plymouth needs to go on a little spurt here.
Well, they were down 11. They've cut into it by 6. Can they get another one?
Kilgore to Burr. Burr thought about the 3. He'll look to send a double his way. He'll kick it to Kilgore in the corner. Gross. Gross, Kilgore, hoist one. In and out, but an offensive rebound by Beverly will put him to the line. And now they got a chance to cut it to 4, sorry. 4 with 1, 3 if he knocks down both.
Second chance opportunities again, though, in this ball game.
It's been all night long for both of these teams as Winfield comes back into the game for Gross. Beverly an opportunity now to cut it to 4 after the first missed free throw. The second one will fall for Beverly. It's a 4-point game, 32-28. A big third quarter defensively for the Big Red, holding Senecas to 6 points.
Yeah, they stretched it out to the 11-point lead, and they've been really good since then.
Ritzler.
Curl action on the pin down. Ritzler couldn't get a look. Now Otterbacher trying to do work on the wing.
They're going to get the foul called. As Coleman gets ready to come back into the game. 32-28 our score, 109 left. Mark Bollinger, Josh Banks on the call with you right here on the OH Report in a very tightly contested third quarter. I mean, Calvert really kind of started to pull away at the half, and now Plymouth's right back in it. Otterbacher to inbound.
Screen the screener on the inbounds, trying to get Ritzler a look. Wasn't there. Next team foul for either side will result in free throws.
Coleman gets it to Ritzler, and that's going to be that foul.
Yeah, just a gamble there by Beverly trying to keep Ritzler from getting the ball on the DHO. When that dribble handoff wasn't there, he tried to shoot the gap, committed the foul, and you're going to put Seneca's best scorer to the free throw line.
Ritzler's first one is up, and it just won't fall. Both teams are struggling mightily from the charity stripe.
Yeah, Calvert 7 of 13 tonight.
Second one for Ritzler. That one will find the bottom. Moreno comes back in, replacing Ritzler. Ritzler now the only guy in double figures tonight. He's got 15.
Right, and they're going to get Ritzler out with the 3 personals here to finish the quarter. Make sure he doesn't get the 4th before you go to quarter number 4.
Burr, great spin move. Jarrett Burr, how about the big fella? Great move and finish.
First half, there was a helper there rotating over that time. Burr spun so quick, help didn't have time to get there. Down to a 3-point game.
30 seconds left. Will the Senecas hold for one? Get it in the hands of Otterbacher. Otterbacher's great find. Grady Otterbacher finds Logan DeMoss.
Left his feet, kept his eyes up, saw the open player, dropped a dime.
It's the reason he averages 6 assists a contest. Winfield kicks it to the corner. One more, Kilgore. Kilgore can't knock it down. Otterbacher from 3-quarter, no good. Your score after 3, the Senecas 35. The Big Red 30. We'll be back for money time after this commercial break.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Josh Banks, Mark Bollinger back inside the jungle, Galion High School, where the Senecas have a 5-point advantage over the Plymouth Big Red, but a big third quarter for Plymouth.
Yeah, Plymouth outscored Calvert 14-11, able to cut into that 8-point deficit within 5 and gets the basketball here to start quarter number 4.
Winfield has it for Plymouth, gets it to Burr. Burr, another spin move in the lane. Burr can't finish. Second chance opportunity, folks. It's been the name of the game, and it's now a one-possession contest. Otterbacher gets it to DeMoss. Great cut from Lyons. Couldn't finish at the rim.
Tough miss there. Ran a great cut. Delivered it. Just couldn't get there.
Burr just loses it. Out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Plymouth, and that's a big turnover right there.
Big turnover, but Burr's starting to get some space now that he didn't have early. Early in the game, Calvert was so good at getting high in those gaps. Those gaps are getting bigger now, and those help side defenders aren't getting there as quick. Burr's going to get himself a couple looks unless Calvert cleans that up.
Lyons gets it to Grady Otterbacher. Back up top to Lyons, this time to Ritzler.
Patience here by the Senecas, trying to get something off those curl cuts.
DeMoss. Moreno. Kicks it to Otterbacher. Great ball fake by Grady. Great find. Extra pass.
Beautiful extra pass there.
DeMoss finds Lyons. That's all set up by Grady Otterbacher. He got into the lane. He found DeMoss. And again, keep your eyes up and see the floor. And that's what the Senecas team does extremely well.
Unselfish basketball makes scoring a lot easier.
Reynolds. No good. They're going to get Otterbacher for a push in the back.
And that's going to be 4 on Grady.
Three balls, no good. Lyons again comes away with the rebound. Otterbacher has it.
And Grady has to understand 6 minutes to go here. You want to play, but you have to play smart.
Yep, you've got 4. Moreno gets it to Otterbacher. Again, extra find. One more to Moreno. Great find to Lyons. It's kicked out of bounds. But it's just, again, and you'll see it here on the replay, it's the unselfish basketball of this Senecas team, which can hurt you sometimes.
Right, just a little bit of a misread there. Lyons saw the penetration, went towards the basket instead of playing opposite.
Jump ball. It'll stay with Calvert, so that's a big possession there. Lyons misses the bunny, but fights for the rebound, and now it's your ball.
Yeah, creates basically another offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity here. Good ball fake.
And one opportunity. Great ball fake there by DeMoss.
And Reynolds went down hard on that.
That's the second time he's gone down hard. Trainer going to come out to take a look at him. And why they do that, folks, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Josh Bank, Mark Bollinger back inside Galion High School where Isaiah Reynolds slowly under his own power makes his way off the floor. Logan DeMoss will be at the line to shoot the and one opportunity after the inbounds play.
Plymouth had it down to 3. Now Calvert has responded. Opened it back up, chance to get it to 8.
DeMoss does get it back to 8.
For Plymouth, you wonder, do they have enough offense to get over the hump here and pull out the W?
Kilgore, ball fake, shot, front rim no good. Another offensive rebound, but it's stolen away as that's Ritzler that comes away with it, keeps his dribble, finds DeMoss. DeMoss traveled.
Yep.
And here's the thing, that's one of those situations where if you're Calvert, you don't have to go as fast. You're up 8, 5 minutes to go. Slow down, get your footing.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of executing in the half-court offense. Come down here, slow it down, run some offense, take some time off, get the look you want.
As Burr is going to get all the way inside and get fouled. Tell you what, here in the second half, Jarrett Burr has kind of had his way at getting into the paint. He was not able to do that very much at all in half number 1, Mark. It's been kind of free will here in half number 2.
Burr, chance to get himself into double digits. Another missed free throw.
Story of the game for both teams.
Yeah. 8 of 16 from the line are the Big Red. Missed opportunities come back to haunt you.
But Lex Gross is going to make it not hurt as bad.
Big play by Gross. But again, second chance points. It's been there all night.
Lions has it for Calvert, gets it to Moreno. One more, that's Otterbacher.
Seneca's willing to be patient here, move the basketball. They're face guarding Ritzler in the opposite corner, trying to keep the ball out of his hands completely.
Reynolds checking back into the game. They tried to send somebody backside to go for a rip. DeMoss has it now. Now they get it to Ritzler.
Well, it was Beverly who rotated off of Ritzler, who'd been face guarding. Calvert was completely fine with playing 4-on-4, letting Ritzler stand in the corner.
Otterbacher guarded by Burr, and Burr is going to pick up his 4th.
4.
Herbert comes back in. He'll replace Moreno. Coach Bradford going to take a full timeout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to those sponsors. Central Star Home Health. When you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are. Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements and can prepare custom medications prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and many more. JMK Construction Services, a general contractor that performs quality construction services at competitive prices. Give us a call at 419-687-0789 to allow us to help. Pioneer Career and Technology Center. Pioneer Career and Technology Center, preparing students for college, careers, and the jobs of tomorrow. Strategic Outdoor Solutions. Real results, real growth. Schedule weekly lawn maintenance, ball cleanups, snowplow services, and landscaping online at strategic-lawn.com. And Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. And, of course, TMS Plus Digital Marketing. Digital marketing for local businesses.
As we get ready to finish the final 4:14 here, you look at this ball game and you see both sides in a situation where they could have some serious regret.
Yeah.
On the Plymouth side, just 4 of 20 from three-point line, 8 of 17 from the free throw line. And for Tiffin Calvert, if they don't win this game, the lack or the inability to defensive rebound the basketball is going to be what costs them.
Well, and here's the thing. If you're Tiffin Calvert, I kind of want the ball in the hands of Otterbacher. As we'll take a look at that one. That's going to go to Plymouth. I don't think it was tipped. I think it was just thrown away.
The official was right there. He didn't see the ball change direction, so he gave it to the Big Red. 2-possession game. High ball screen.
Reynolds comes back in, short on the 3-ball. I'll tell you right now, he didn't look right. Jump ball will stay with Plymouth. He didn't look like the kid he looked like through the first 3 quarters on that jump shot, Mark.
Yeah, he looked a little timid on that, moving gingerly.
Plymouth to inbound, looking to get it to Burr. They'll get it to Reynolds instead. Reynolds gets fouled. That'll go on Herbert. Great job there by Reynolds. He caught it, dove straight to the hoop. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, created the contact. He was going to make sure if he didn't get the basket, he was able to get to the free throw line.
Reynolds, one of the better free throw shooters for this Plymouth squad.
Short.
Coleman will come back in for the Senecas.
If you're Calvert right now, you have to be thinking, secure the defensive rebound on a miss.
Well, and you also got to think you've got Reynolds and Burr. They're two leading scorers, both with 4 as Reynolds splits the pair. It's a 5-point game. And you still got Jarrett Burr guarding Grady Otterbacher. Grady can, attempt to get a blow-by, get Burr on his hip, and look to get that foul call as he gets it to DeMoss. DeMoss finds Coleman. It's thrown away.
Plymouth in a scramble situation there, had the double team. Off of it, DeMoss threw it a little too hard out in front of Coleman. Turnover that what Plymouth needed.
Big turnover there. Plymouth down 5. Burr.
13th turnover of the night for the Senecas.
Burr hoists one. It's short. Coleman comes away with that rebound. Foul is going to be called. Are they going to give it to Gross? They are going to give it to Gross. That'll be his first.
And while I know Burr can be aggressive, I didn't like that three. It was pretty contested. Yeah. I'd rather see him with, if you're going to contest that much, the way he is as far as his size, his strength, and skill, put it on the floor and get to the basket.
Go get an and-one opportunity.
And they're going to get that on Ritzler. Offensive foul.
Otterbacher.
Ritzler.
Yeah, it'll be Ritzler. That's his fourth.
So now Otterbacher with 4, Ritzler with 4, Reynolds with 4, and Burr with 4.
Probably the 4 best players on the floor, all with 4 fouls. Tried to get to Burr. DeMoss tries to save it. He doesn't throw it off of anybody, so it will stay Plymouth basketball. They're going to go line set. They'll set a down screen for Burr. Burr gets all the way in, finishes Jarrett Burr, makes this a 3-point contest with 3 minutes to go.
Just strong right there. The strength showed up and off as he drove through the contact.
Otterbacher. Burr comes away with the steal. Otterbacher's got to be careful. Grady Otterbacher has just fouled out.
So Otterbacher turns it over and then commits his 5th foul.
Great defense there from Jarrett Burr. Otterbacher will finish the night with 9 points, numerous assists.
And now a lot of the weight goes onto Moreno's shoulders here coming in.
For ball handling, yeah.
Big
Grady's
situation.
Grady's been that primary guy. He's been the guy that's handled the pressure all night long, and now you got a sophomore that's got to take those duties.
Well, and Burr struggled a little bit from the line tonight. And he continues.
They just cannot find the bottom from the free throw line. Coleman will come in replacing Lyons. Well, and here's the other question. Who now gets the job of guarding Reynolds? Because Otterbacher and Ritzler and DeMoss have been the 3 guarding Burr and Reynolds. As Burr misses both, DeMoss comes away with the rebound.
Ritzler's going to be the guy handling the basketball. A little out of control, pull the ball out, run some offense.
Gets a screen from Coleman.
A little too fast here, I think, for Ritzler.
And he couldn't finish.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control. Usually, playing off the ball, a little bit different when the ball's in your hands at crunch time.
Burr now with it in his hands in crunch time. How about the defense there from Herbert? Almost came away with it in the corner. That's Beverly. Down low, they get it to Reynolds. Reynolds going to look to go to work. Reynolds up. Isaiah Reynolds makes this a 1-point game. Up and under for the big fella. and he's got 11. Blocking foul will be called. That'll go on Beverly. That'll be his third.
Team's fourth, so no free throws yet.
Lions comes back in for Coleman. Ritzler will handle the ball handling duties. He gets it to Moreno. Back to Ritzler. Ritzler hoists a three from way downtown. Lions will come away with it, a hoop and a horn. Vincenzo Lions with a big play down low.
Well, bad shot there by Ritzler. Scramble for the loose ball. It ends up in Lions' hands, and he finishes.
Beverly with a bloody nose. He'll have to come out.
And I think Coach Otterbach is going to take this time to settle down Logan Ritzler. His leading scorer just a little bit out of control. Took a quick contested three.
Get some blood cleaned off the floor as we're going to take a look at that play one more time. And here's the thing again, Mark, we have talked about it all night long. Second chance opportunities, and that one might be the most crucial of the night.
Yeah, down one. Plymouth gets the shot they want. Deep contested three, missed it. Just couldn't come up with the defensive rebound. Johnny on the spot was Lions, and he went up with that left hand and finished. Now he has a chance to extend this to a two-possession game with a made free throw here.
Big free throw here for Lions. If they, a minute 43 left, if they can extend it to two possessions, it would be big for them. And I tell you what, he's not the flashiest guy on the floor. He's not the biggest guy on the floor. But when it matters most, he has come up big for them tonight.
Yes, he has. And you look at the free throw differences here. So far tonight, Calvert, 9 of 15. Plymouth, 9 of 21.
We talked about it. You know, you and I did a River Valley game with Eastmore Academy the other night, and it was a very, very similar situation.
Yeah, they went 11 of 27.
11 of 27 from the line. And that's kind of been the difference here tonight. You know, if you're Plymouth and you make half of your free throws, this is a tie ball game.
Yeah. Well, now they're in a situation where both teams need to execute.
Yep.
Get the shots you want, defensive rebound on both ends, take care of the basketball.
Well, and if you're Plymouth, you do not have to force a three. You're down.
Oh, not at all.
Even a make here, you do not have to force a three. That's probably been your biggest struggle of the night, other than the free throws, has been from the three-point line. Friendly roll falls. Huge free throw.
Big make. See what they do here. Do they go to Reynolds? Do they go to Burr on the block?
And the corner. They'll tried to get it to Burr.
They're going to call the hold.
They're going to call the hold on to Moss. We'll take a look at it on your JMK Construction Services replay. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. The issue there with DeMoss is he let him cross his face and run a cut right down the lane line. And because of that, he was trailing, and I think even if he didn't foul, it gave the appearance of a foul.
126 of you watching on Facebook.
I think that's 4 or 5 straight misses from the line for Burr. It's a mind game right now for this outstanding senior.
This one is crucial. Cut it to one possession. Allow yourself to get a stop. And he knocks it down. 43-40. 120.
See if they force Ritzler to his left and bring the double.
Moreno in the corner. Timeout, Coach Otterbacher. Hold on. We're going to have a conversation here. They might have had a foul first.
Yeah, they're going to call it. It was
they're going to
Logan.
give the timeout.
I think it was Logan DeMoss that was over on that side that saw Moreno may have been in trouble. Smart play there, called the timeout. Coach Otterbacher was also trying to call it.
David Honecker, let's go Big Red. 133 of you out there on Facebook World watching this exciting contest to see who's going to be right back here inside Galion High School Saturday night competing for a district title. Senecas 43, Big Red 40. Minute left. Calvert basketball.
Calvert has 2 timeouts left. Plymouth Big Red with 1. They're going to give it.
We're going to see where they inbound from.
Difference on opinion on where the ball was when the timeout was called.
They'll get it into Moreno.
Sophomore, maybe they're going to try to foul him or bring the double. Here comes Burr.
He does a great job of handling the pressure. DeMoss has it. DeMoss calls another timeout. It'll be in the corner, and they have 1 left. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining now. As you see the Calvert Seneca student section, the other 2 teams ready to go after this one is over. That game is a rematch between South Central and Crestline. We'll break that one down a little bit more when we get to it. Mark, we got 43 seconds left. Right around probably 1:05 left on the clock. How much longer, if you're Plymouth, do you wait before you start fouling?
Well, I think you continue to do what they're doing, and they're trying to run and double the ball, overplay the passing lanes, and see if they can get a turnover before they have to foul. They've been able to push the ball to the corner to use the baseline and sideline as extra defenders. So I think they're going to try to get that trap for 15 seconds or so, and then if they don't get it, they may try to foul. And it wouldn't surprise me if they'd go after the sophomore and put him in a pressure situation.
Yeah, go after Moreno, put him in a pressure situation. And I'll tell you what, folks, we got a second left. Let's go ahead and look up and see how he is shooting from the charity stripe this year.
Back cut, wide open.
Ritzler finishes it.
Great cut off the inbounds led to that.
56 seconds left. Burr has it for Plymouth. Burr gets all the way inside. Burr is going to get fouled again.
Ritzler, and he is gone.
Just fouled out.
And he's going to foul out with 17, including a huge offensive rebound putback just seconds ago.
But now here's your problem. Your 2 primary ball handlers have fouled out of this contest.
Well, a lot of the weight's going to fall on the sophomore Moreno.
Burr knocks down the free throw. 4-point game.
2 makes in a row from the line now for Burr.
Burr,
3.
when it matters most, he knocks them down. Moreno has it.
They've extended. Burr looking to run and double. Moreno, nice job of handling the first trap. Steps through.
Throws it away. Burr is going to get the timeout.
They go timeout. They're going to call the travel. They're going to go timeout. And that'll
Plymouth is now out of timeouts, but the pressure defense is going to force the turnover. No reason to foul, and it's exactly what you said, Mark. They went after the young guy. They forced him into a double, and he could not handle it.
Well, and that's not just on Moreno. I mean, I know, he's the one that committed the turnover, but when you're a point guard and you see the double team coming, you're trying to step through the trap. But what happens is when you step through the trap, Moreno did the right thing, but nobody else made themselves available. They were buried behind other defenders. Instead of sliding up the sidelines, if someone slides up that far sideline out to that half spot where they've been inbounding, you've got a nice, easy diagonal out of the trap. You're out of it. You don't turn it over.
Clock's still running. Now you turn. Now, but here's the thing: if you're Calvert, and this is a big thing, Plymouth has shot horrifically from the 3-point line tonight. You're up 3, and I'm not going to say they're in a point where they have to take one. but we're almost to that point as we're inside of almost 30 seconds left, down 3.
Well, and I think if you're Plymouth, you're also thinking, too, if we can just get this to overtime with Otterbacher and Ritzler fouled out of the game, we're going to have a huge advantage. Now, for Calvert, this is their identity. They have hung their hat on it. They have won with defense all year. Can they get the biggest stop of the season?
Burr has it again. In the corner, Reynolds left open. No good. Rebound by Lions. It'll be Calvert basketball. 23 seconds remaining.
What a huge box out by Herbert and Lions.
DeMoss will get it, and he'll get fouled. Logan DeMoss now with a chance to step to the line and knock down 2 critical free throws.
Well, you know me being a former coach.
Yep.
I love to watch the interactions between coaches and players. And a few minutes ago when Ritzler had fouled out, Coach Otterbacher went over and had an individual conversation with DeMoss. And I know he was telling him, you've got to want the ball in your hands.
Yep.
He got it in his hands. Can he make the free throws?
First one is good. Logan DeMoss, ice in his veins. It's a 4-point game.
Coach Otterbacher puts the responsibility on his senior. He gets the first one to go down. Can he get it to 5? 21.9 left. 2-possession game. Plymouth out of timeouts. Remember that.
DeMoss goes 2 of 2.
DeMoss is the man.
Ice in his veins, 20 seconds left, 5-point game. Burr pulls up from the volleyball line, no good. And Lions comes away with the board, and they've got a chance to end it right now.
Well, and as I said, the other thing you have to understand if you're Calvert, no timeouts left for Plymouth. So if they do make a field goal, let the ball bounce. Don't run to take the ball out of bounds. If any made basket under 8 seconds, you can basically end this ball game. Take your time, get to it, and don't even inbound it.
Lions.
Another big free throw. And right here, basically, unless they do something crazy, if he makes this free throw, 3-possession game, Calvert's going to move on.
Round the rim, it won't go in. Burr gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds pulls up from deep. No good. Basil hoists one. It's no good. And Herbert will come away with the board. And that will do it. The Tiffin Calvert Senecas are going to a district championship. We'll have our post-game show and MVP after this commercial break.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. We handle your website, your Google business profile, listings, and online reputation, so customers can find you and trust you. That means less time chasing screens and more time focusing on what really matters: your family, your customers, you business. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials today and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. Consultation and design included. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Welcome to the Pioneer Career Center MVP interview tonight. Our MVP, Tiffin Calvert, senior guard. Logan Ritzler came in averaging almost 20 points a game. He got 17 tonight, but most importantly, you got a big win.
Yeah, this one was big, and we want to get revenge on Old Fort if we play them and beat St. Mary's again and get our first district title in 4 years. So,
well, it wasn't easy tonight, a game that went back and forth. Talk first of all about the struggles on the defensive end. You guys did a great job of containing Burr and getting in gaps early, but then defensive rebounding was an issue a little bit for your team.
Yeah, our game plan was just to contain one, and we know that he's a good scorer and he's going to get good looks, so collapse on him when he drives, and then biggest issue was their size and trying to box out and giving up the easy offensive rebounds and easy points.
Well, even though you guys gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, you still held them to 42 points. We're able to go on a couple of big runs there. Talk about the offensive side of things for your team tonight, because you guys did such a good job of moving the basketball and creating space for you, especially off some of those screens.
Yeah, we were just getting to the basket today. We weren't focusing on taking a lot of dumb threes and dumb jumpers. We were looking to get inside and make that extra pass for quick and easy layups.
How much does it mean to get this win tonight, as you said, to give your team a chance to play for another district championship?
Oh, it was amazing. This group of guys is amazing, and I love playing with them. And I don't want it to be over yet, so we're going to keep rolling.
How hard was it, though, sitting on the bench? You and Grady were both sitting there with 5 fouls at the end of the game. Still confident in your team, obviously, but also feeling a little bit helpless over there?
Yeah, when we were only up 3, I was getting a little scared because me and Grady, probably our 2 best ball handlers, were out. But we know other guys can bring the ball up and control the pace, and they did that. E-Man and Logan and Vinny, they did a hell of a job today.
Did a great job tonight, and that helped Calvert pull off the win as they advance to Saturday night's district final. They're going for a championship in Division 7. Before we get you out of here, any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out my family, my teammates, my coaches, and my math teacher, Ryan Huss.
All right. That's Logan Ritzler, our Pioneer Career MVP in tonight's win by Tiffin Calvert over the Plymouth Big Red.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Josh Banks alongside Mark Bollinger back inside your Central Star Home Health post-game show where the Senecas knock off the Big Red by a final of 48-42. And Mark, it was a matter of rebounding and shooting for the Big Red tonight.
Yeah, they did a great job of getting on the offensive glass, gave themselves a lot of second chance opportunities, but unfortunately they just didn't shoot the ball very well tonight as they only scored 42 points, but from three-point land, 4 of 31 from three-point land, 4 of 31, and then from the free throw line, 12 of 25. You just can't struggle to shoot it that poorly in a big game like this when you get to the district semifinal level.
Yeah, 5 less turnovers, but they shoot 7 more free throws. That's the difference in the game right there.
Yep, absolutely, and give credit to Plymouth. They played hard. They battled. They were able to get on the glass. They did a great job of contesting everything on those rebounds. Unfortunately for them, it just didn't go their way. And then, of course, congratulations to Calvert, who will be moving on. They were able to be pretty efficient tonight, and because of that, they get a chance at a district championship.
You see your score by quarter. It was all Calvert all night long. The third quarter, a big one for Plymouth as they cut into that lead. They just couldn't close it out in the fourth. Mark, final thought from you before we get out of here and get ready for our second of a back-to-back.
Well, we've seen so many blowouts across the state in the district semifinal level. It was great to see 2 pretty even teams go at it, 2 teams that had outstanding seasons. Plymouth is going to wrap up their season at 15-9. Calvert advances. They're now 16-7. And Saturday night, get a chance to cut down the nets for a D7 district title.
That's going to do it for game number 1. As you've seen everybody getting ready for game number 2, we're going to get out of here. Mark Bollinger on color, Brandon Powell on camera. We'll be back with you guys after this short break for game number 2 here inside Galion High School.